Hi, my name is Caitlin Manstone-Hendon, and this is JA in a Minute. Tonight we are here at Junior Achievement's 6th Annual Business Laureates Hall of Fame Dinner Gala, where we will be inducting the top 3 BC business leaders. Right now, I am joined with Barb Armstrong and Kristin Armstrong, the great-great-grandson and great-great-granddaughter of David Spencer. Thank you for allowing me to interview both of you.
Good.
David Spencer will be inducted this evening. Tell me, what does tonight's award mean to your family?
Shall I go first?
You go ahead.
This is quite an honor for the family, of course. David Spencer had quite a large family, over 150 great-great-grandchildren of the generation that Kristin and I are part of. And I don't think many of us knew him because he's been dead 90 years now. So to have him being inducted has given us a chance to get to know what he did and what his accomplishments were and what his legacy was. And it's wonderful to find out. He did a lot of things that none of us have a chance to do and probably wouldn't have the guts or determination to do. So it's been I think a thrill and an honor to learn more about the man and then to find out what we're all part of, what's our legacy.
Perfect.
I just started getting interested in the family history and started looking more into our grandmother and her father, Chris Spencer, and then of course his father, David Spencer. And it was just really thrilling learning everything that he'd done and finding all this information on him, and it's exciting for the family, very exciting.
And he must have had, Mr. Spencer must have had an amazing drive to build such a phenomenal retail empire. What do you think made him want to go into business and become an entrepreneur to begin with?
My guess is from the research that we were able to do is that when he arrived in Canada, he already had all the building blocks necessary to be a successful entrepreneur. He had come as a young man from Wales in a 6-month journey to Victoria in the hopes of finding the gold rush, not a journey that any of us would take lightly. He started several businesses, he was passionate about his church, he had an awful lot of ambition and drive and perseverance. I suspect that's exactly what you need to be successful in business. He must have had it from birth.
Wow. The term success is often thrown around a lot in the JA office. How do you think your great-great-grandfather would define success?
Go ahead.
Not only building an empire from not much of anything when he first arrived in Victoria, but also I think part of it is how much he gave back to the community. His community, he was very involved with his church, he was very involved in lots of other philanthropic endeavors during his lifetime, and the families continue that with his children and his grandchildren.
It seems when you read about David Spencer, the things that come up that he was proud of himself, the business comes up, and that's one of the reasons we're here tonight with JA, of course, is to celebrate that. But one of the things he was most proud of in his business was that all his sons joined him in the business. So he was very keen on his family values and family and business fit together well. And then, of course, as Kristin mentioned, his church and his community. I don't think he wasn't going to be satisfied just being successful in business. That's one of the things that's most impressive about him. He wanted to be successful in many different ways, and he was.
Wow. What type of advice do you think he would give to young people wanting to go into business in BC on how to be successful? Because he was so successful.
It seems that what he did, presumably this would be his advice as well, was to live by a very high ethical standard, very high integrity, very strong values. He was very focused on his family. He was very focused on doing what's right, and he worked very hard. He didn't win a lottery. Nothing came to him easily. He had to take risks and he had to take chances. I would say that his advice would be work hard and keep trying and persevere. It worked for him, and of course it's good advice to anybody. Don't try to get rich quick. Work hard.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Would you like to say anything as well?
I think Bob really hit it on the head with the whole perseverance thing. You know, there were setbacks for them. Their store in downtown Victoria burnt down. And, 3 weeks later, they were back up across the street, back in business until they managed to get the other building rebuilt. Definitely persevere, hard work, good values. Good things will come.
Well, thank you very much for taking time to talk to Junior Achievement students out there.
Good.
And enjoy the gala.
Thanks, Caitlin.